Hopefully everything's good to go. Hello, hello, everybody. Today we're going to be playing some more Death and Cat Mix special, Bugler, taxes, whatever. Don't really have a mono white Bugle boys. Featuring Militia Bugler and like 9 million hits for Militia Bugler. Which I'm not sure like how all in I want to be on that plan, but starting with the Death and Cat Mix list and refining it down if I have any issues that I want to like bring to light, but I haven't really found anything yet. I played this exactly one league, so I don't have exactly a lot of experience under my belt. So the only changes I made were 2 relic orders on the side, and I exchanged like a Revoker and a Remorseful Cleric, I think. And I know Catmix was messaging me like right before the stream started about possible other changes, but I just definitely don't have enough experience on like what the bad matchups are, what I want to be tweaking the deck towards yet. So if I get some more reps in, I'll start making some more executive decisions, like what these last 2 cards want to be. I don't
main board Walking Ballista.
Main deck Walking Ballista. I don't hate that. Walking Ballista is... I was thinking about doing it in Legacy.
Then you can get it off your motion board.
Yeah.
Then you just play 4 main deck Walking Ballistas.
You can Violet in on 0.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a combo.
Hey, the Bridge from Below is a playable modern card now. Bridgevine's a deck, so they put the bridge in the yard, and they play like a creature that's gonna die, and then you Violin the Bugler, or you Violin the Ballista response to break their bridge. You get them. It's a combo. I mean, I would definitely board in Walking Ballistas against Bridgevine for that exact reason. Anyway, whatever.
That is a combo, I guess.
There's also talk about like boarding a second Eidolon or Rhetoric or something, which maybe, because I do find some of the combo matchups scary with mono white taxes. Thalia is generally not enough to carry you through the control or the combo matchups in modern. Like Eidolon pretty hard shuts down Storm and KCI pretty well. Storm can't bolt it because it's got 4 toughness. KCI needs to Galvanic Blast it, which they don't even always play, or they need to EE for 3. In addition to like your other hate, like you're still relic ordering them and Phyrexian Revokering them and Thaliaing them. So I guess like Eidolon plus Revoker on EE might get them. No, they could always like Bolt Revoker, but whatever. Anyway.
Are my templates in that drawer?
This
no,
one?
The one.
This
no.
one?
Yep.
Maybe. What do they look like?
Like plastic white.
They look like templates.
This?
No.
I don't see any templates.
Yep, they're there.
Is that all?
Oh, those are
Yeah,
those templates.
Random.
Yes.
Thank
Those have another word, right? It's not a template.
No.
Little trace outline things? Are those called templates?
Those are called templates.
Oh, maybe I'm crazy, or maybe I just haven't touched them since elementary school, so I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know what else you would call them.
Let's play some more Militia Buglers. The first time I tried brewing with Militia Bugler, I put in like way too little Bugler hits. So now we're going in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Everything's a Bugler.
Everything's a Bugler hit except for like 2 cards.
Yeah. And you should just replace those with Walking Ballista.
Yeah. Just play 4 Walking Ballistas in the deck.
Yeah. Take out some vials. Those aren't Bugler hits.
Cut some lands.
Yeah.
If I cut all the lands, then we're guaranteed to hit off with Bugler.
You're right. Just have 3 lands in the deck and draw them every single time.
This hand is very, very medium. Think I want it. We're on the play. Turn 2 Thalia is like pretty backbreaking in specific matchups. We're playing against humans, we're just like stone dead, but I don't think this deck can beat humans. We have 4 Fiend Hunters. So pre-board we're still fine. If we're playing against humans, we're just super hosed because we have 2 dead cards and 4 lands. But sounds good enough. We draw Arbiter or something. Ooh, blue-white. That makes my Hand of Thalia's a little bit better. They're probably on blue-white, since Jeskai kind of fallen off, but... that remains to be seen. That seems like a way better play here than Core Skyfisher.
You could do both.
I mean, or I could crack the clue, right? Maybe it's... oh, I could also just Thraben Inspector plus Skyfisher the Thraben Inspector. You know what this card does, right?
Yeah, returns a
Yeah. Sickly. Oh, crap, I forgot to change the title. I always forget to do that. Good 50% time. Also, why did that show up over here, but not over here? I'll figure that out in a second. Oh, they are.
Did you...
Jeskai.
Do you need to click on stream chat or something?
We're in the stream chat. There are no rooms.
Magic.
Chemix, can you see something else in chat? I want to see why this one isn't doing anything. We're bolting this, that's fine. Now we just Thalia plus Inspector. It showed up here, did not show up here. Alright, let's swap out the chats, I guess. Time for some... get rid of this Twitch chat. Replace with new Twitch chat. That's probably like horribly needs to be resized. There we go. I don't know why that happened, but... so you say Colonnade Pass. Oh man, we can metamorph our clue token. What a combo.
Oh boy.
Probably just Skyfisher Inspector after attacks. They could, oh, they can't... if we play land first, they can't. Logic Knot it, right? They can only Logic Knot for one, so never mind. They can't even do that regardless.
I would still be tempted to just bounce the land.
What? Bounce
Play
my...
colonnade.
What? I can't bounce their stuff.
Oh.
That'd be super...
You control. Oh, okay.
Boomerang on a 2/3 flyer for 2?
Yeah,
That would be busted.
That would be a good magic.
Am I replaying this Inspector, or am I just cracking clue / holding up Tech Edge? I don't know if I guess I can overcommit because they're not going into Supreme Verdict yet, unless they like bolt Supreme Verdict, in which case I think I just want to put like pressure on the board. Tier 0, yeah. 2 mana, 2/3 flying Boomerang. Man, that card would be nuts. Field Ruin. Oh no, my Tech Edge. Or my Horizon Canopy. They might want the Tech Edge just so I can't take them off lands. Yep. Makes sense. Perfect draw. I could just metamorph to the Skyfisher and pick up the Inspector again. But I want to stop committing to the board. Since Jeskai is a lot more likely to have Supreme Verdict in their deck than blue-white is, because blue-white can lean on Terminus. No, man, we don't have that. Let's calm down. So I could crack Clue first? They don't have Counterspell up. Counterspell mana up, so I guess I can just crack a Clue. If we draw like Tech Edge or something, that'd be good. That's pretty good. Do I just do nothing? Do I just play land Vial now? If they sweep, then we can rebuild with Bugler plus Metamorph. If they don't sweep, then we just like keep beating them down a bunch. I think I'm just down to cast an Aether Vial to set up for the future. Because now that we have Bugler, it's a much better Metamorph hit. This seems like Spring Verdict, right? Yeah. Wrath of God, sure. I hate to be that guy, but my deck is sick. It's a sweet deck. From the limited interactions I've had with it. I guess I can just Bugler plus Spirit here. And then the Spirit being in play will protect the Metamorph, or protect the Bugler from, like, dying before this Metamorph resolves the next turn. Metamorph might get countered, though they're going to Cryptic turn. But we will have 4 power in play. It's Bugler. Now we have a Core Skyfisher. That's actually pretty good with the Vial taking up to 2 next turn. Soul Spirit's in play, though, so I can't F6 anymore. What a bummer.
Yeah, you should just
I could F2
FF instead.
I mean, yeah, I could F2, but I don't like F2ing. I don't know why, I just don't. This feels like Cryptic Command.
What makes you say that?
Suspicious 6 mana, no play. Ooh, even more Bugles. Now we just ram. They can't animate Colonnade because we just Ghost Quarter it. Just gonna take 4 deal. I just don't cast anything here.
Yeah.
There's like absolute 0 way I'm casting something into this Cryptic Command mana. I could crack a Clue to like find a land drop.
Do you need to find land drops?
I mean, like a Tech Edge would be nice. Is there any reason to like not crack a Clue? Like crack a Clue now versus their end step?
No.
Probably not. That's a pretty good one too. Wonder if
You want to try Binny out of Cryptic Command?
I could like cast Core Skyfisher. They cast Cryptic Command, then we Violent Arbiter and Ghost Quarter. That's probably not worth it. The stone right at this point.
That is totally worth it.
I might Violent Arbiter in response to this Cryptic Command though. If they don't fetch, they get super punished. Return target permanent, draw a card. I could also just prevent them from drawing a card by Vialing in Skyfisher and picking up the Vial. But would I rather just Ghost Quarter a Colonnade? I think...
so the question is, do they have another white, which you don't even care about?
They wouldn't be able to search if they don't fetch here. And they don't have another white. They have 1 basic plains, 1 island. Like
or not a white, another Wrath.
Another Wrath? Oh.
But you had the...
Counter with the Skyfisher to prevent the draw.
No, you had the Selfish Spirit.
What is that? Oh, to prevent Wrath, yeah.
Yeah. So, I think you just do Land and
Arbiter for the Ghost. I don't know how relevant, like, the Stone Ray is, though. They have so much land already.
Oh.
So, like, preventing the card draw just might be better. Counter it, yeah. I like countering it. I wonder if they're going to fetch here, after all that thinking. I guess that's also a part of my decision. Ooh. Also a Bolt. I mean, I guess I use Selfless Spirit here, right? I'd rather have a... Maybe I don't. I have another big one. Never mind, I let this die. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I do want to counter this, though. Counter from a D&T deck. Yeah, counter via state-based actions. The only kind of type of counters D&T ever has. Yeah, now they're in lethal range. I would have been more on the Ghost Quarter plane if they only had one colonnade. But them having 2 colonnades is kind of annoying, because I kind of want to use this Ghost Quarter to like prevent them from blocking. And if I fire it off preemptively, then that doesn't work. So they have to either have a removal spell, or they shuffle in one of my cards here. Oh, I guess they have a removal spell then, because I'm taking up the Teferi. I wonder if I like cast Metamorph. If they have Path, then it doesn't matter. But if I cast Metamorph, they let it resolve, I can copy Spirit and try to lethal them. This is probably like Snap Bolt though, right? That's the most likely culprit. So static. But assuming I could just like let the bolt happen, put them to 2, and then just like Bugler Metamorph. But then I'm like getting bodied by a removal. Oh no!
I think you should play Land Bugle first. Because the Metamorph, you don't want to copy the Skyfisher.
Yeah, that's fair. And then, so if they kill the Spirit in response, then I can just copy the Bugler at least?
Yeah.
That's fair. Get behind that. They could have Logic Knot, but if they have Logic Knot, they just die. Because they have to be able to kill one of these things. Guess they got like Logic Knot plus Lightning Bolt here. Yeah. Well, we're in match 1 right now, Static. We're doing okay. So if I Metamorph, they just kill Selfless Spirit, and I can pick up a land to replay it, but...
No, you play land.
Oh. Yeah, I did. So do I just Arbiter? Should I just attack, make them bolt first?
Yeah, just... Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Arbiter plus Vial or Arbiter plus Ghost Quarter. I don't want a Ghost Quarter still for the same reason. To attack their face. There's no point killing the Teferi when they die before the Teferi does. Yeah, if they pulled the Skyfisher, that seems weird. It's fine, right? I'd rather have a Selfless Spirit in play, and I can make a second Selfless Spirit.
Yeah, you
Now.
can copy the Selfless Spirit.
Although maybe I don't want to do that because Electrolyze is scary.
Uh,
Although Arbiter's worse against Bolt, life's hard. I'm just gonna Arbiter plus Vial. Why does this light keep going out? Oh, it keeps getting unplugged down here, doesn't it? Can you fiddle with that? I'm inspecting, turns out my clue says it's Emrakul. Who would have thunk? Yeah, 3-bit inspector. Very, very good at inspecting. Can I see the art? There's like a way to see the art on this, but I forget what the button is. If they have Snap Bolt here, we're in dire straits, but... So I have to cast the Metamorph pre-combat. This looks like Electrolyze. Could be Timely Reinforcements. That would also be unfortunate. Yeah, Electrolyze. I'll sack it. And that's why we didn't Metamorph. Because, fucking... I guess Electrolyze wouldn't have bodied us with double Selfless Spirit, because we just sack 1. And then they tuck away my thing. It's a lot of colonnades. This Metamorph's really bad, unless we draw a creature. It's a creature. We can make double Arbiter. How much mana do I have? If I crack this Canopy, I still have double... Oh, no, because this costs 5 mana. But if they have a removal spell in response to this Arbiter, we just get hosed.
Yeah.
How far does this put it under? 3rd. Yeah, Teferi is quite a bummer.
I don't think they have.
They have 2 cards in hand. Their deck is like all removal spells. We're cracking Canopy. Nice. The perfect draw. Logic not. Alright, still alive. They did tuck it, so that probably meant they didn't have a removal spell.
Yeah, that would be my guess. Although you could have also...
Nope, they definitely had the removal spell. Do I? No, I don't. I still don't think I Ghost Quarter. I don't think that taking them off the land is relevant, right? I wanted to prevent them from being able to like block with a Colonnade in like a 1-turn scenario that I'm going for lethal. Although them gaining 3 life is a huge bummer. Then we're drawing a Leonin Arbor this following turn. Yeah, I think we're just dead now. I think my opponent has officially turned the corner. Just make a 1/3. Or would I rather Violet? I think I'd rather Violet in response to like a removal spell, save my own guy or something. Flagstone, Shovel, Attack Away. I think a 2/2 might actually be better than like the average draw in my deck. I like especially because I don't want to fire off my own Ghost Quarter. Because they have 3 Colonnades in play. I shouldn't have 6. They could like Cryptic the Vial. It'd be super embarrassing. So we're probably buried here. Wow, that is a terrifying set of cards to be cast against us.
Yeah.
Bolt, 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 Wrath, Helix, Electrolyze. It's a wonder we ever managed to get this far. Like Fielder on my Ghost Quarter here. Yeah, that makes sense. So they can utilize their Colonnade again. But if they go for the Colonnade, we could possibly Fiend Hunter it. This thing's super dead. I'll kill a Colonnade. Hitting anything makes them miss, right? I don't need to hit the flags, like, hit my own flagstone. I can just hit one of their lands. They still get to search, but we take care of one of the 3 Colonnades. If they go for Colonnade, we can copy it with Metamorph. And then we just never animate it. We can animate it using itself for blue, and then it just never gets to attack. Yeah. I think if they have removal spell, we just lose. Because they animate Colonnade, block, we found Fiend Hunter, kill the call. Oh no, because it would come back unanimated, so. Is it worth it to attack Teferi now? Teferi's at 4. Teferi gains 1 life every turn, though. No, attack their face. That's not how it works. Yeah, it definitely comes in as just like a land. Right?
Yeah.
I've Phantasmal Imaged many a Mutavault in my day. Just ETBs as a land. You don't get a 4/4. Alright, well, hopefully they don't. I don't know. Fiend Hunter time. Yep, 100% sure static. If you copy an animated land, it will come in as a non-animated version of that land. Gimme. Next turn we take the Vial up to 4, they animate the other Colonnade, we Phantasmal Image Fiend Hunter that one, and we just kill them, and they don't draw any removal spells, right? That's just the plan.
Yeah, because they're definitely not going to...
And they're definitely not going to... Yeah, they're not going to minus this Teferi either. Plus they're trying to dig for removal. Alright, step 1. Step 2, none of the 5 cards in their hand do anything. That's all lands. Alright. 4 cards. All according to plan. Uh-oh. This is a spell. This is
What
Jace.
makes you say that?
What is this? 5
Alright.
mana? No, it's 5. And it's only 1 white. 6 mana?
Sphinx?
7?
Sphinx's
Yeah,
Rev?
Sphinx's Rev. Dream big. Secure the waste X equals 6. Oof. I think that's gonna do it, folks. I believe we are dead. We have a plan now. Our plan is Restoration Angel. Our opponent really wants to make sure that Leonin Arbiter dies. So we can just resto the... Why am I swinging? Yeah, guess there's no reason to. There's no reason not to, though. Like, I don't care. They already have a Colonnade. I don't even care. Oh, yeah, I can make 2 restos. I didn't think about that. But they already have the 1 Colonnade. Although now this Fiend Hunter dies, which... No, that doesn't matter. Is the plan just hit them with 2 restos and hope that's enough? At instant speed? Because now alternatively I could, like, resto flicker the Fiend Hunter. But that doesn't do anything, right? I'd have to, like, image the Fiend Hunter, kill a warrior, kills a warrior, kills 2 warriors. Left with, like, 2. And now we have 2 Fiend Hunters. Plus the resto. No, then we can just resto the Fiend Hunter back into a resto after that. So that's, yeah, that's fine. Snap. What was this going to be? Snap Bolt? Snap Helix. So we can counter this, right?
Yeah, but what do you think it's on?
We just resto this Fiend Hunter. Image comes back in as another resto, and then resto this Fiend Hunter.
Yeah. And hope he has...
Hopefully they don't have Cryptic Command. That'd be a real bummer.
That would be a bummer.
Yeah. If they have Cryptic, I think we were just dead regardless.
I
Oh, there's Snap Logic. Nah, yeah, we're dead. Cool beans.
You're not just gonna FF.
We tried our best. Oh no, they did it for 2. They saw the line. Run away. Alright, sideboard time. What's good in this matchup? Hangerback?
I don't want to go back.
Burnton? Eidolon turns off snaps. Or Morseful Clearing? I don't like X1s against Electrolyzed decks. Ballista. Ballista for that late game push. Revoker. I don't think Revoker's good enough. Turning off Teferi and, like, being a very squishy creature.
It also turns off the Colonnade, but I don't know. Is that... I don't think that's right.
No, it doesn't turn off Colonnade because it can't name lands.
Oh, it can't even. I don't think that.
So they're like 900, they're like 100% just boarding in. He didn't lose, you got bored. That's we were, yeah, I guess we weren't dead, but I was pretty bored. I'll give him that much. I value my time on Modem more than I value like playing to my outs. We could have drawn like Shalai or something maybe and like still been in that game, but definitely got bored. Is Fiend Hunter or Path a better answer to Baneslayer Angel? It's Path, right? Fiend Hunter's just like Fiend Hunter's just like a really bad 1/3.
Yeah.
These are probably like first cut. I think Forge Cinder's definitely come in. Being able to counter bolts is nice. I think hangerbacks are fine. They do have paths in their deck, but they also have a lot of non-path based removal, which hangerback excels against. Something like that. I can see Metamorph not being good, just because for like the reason that we had there, where it was like really awkward, the inability to copy stuff sometimes, just because you don't have that much of a board. Well, what else would I board in? Ballista, Cleric, Eidolon.
It's super hard for them to kill.
It's like unboltable, but it also like deals them 1 damage a turn.
Yeah.
Fiend Hunter protects you from sweepers. I guess that is an argument for Fiend Hunter. You can like vial it in to save a guy from a sweeper, kind of. Well, I mean, but you just like vial in another 3-drop, right? Instead of like saving a guy that's already in play, you could just put a new guy in play.
Than the Metamorph, though.
Oh yeah, yeah, it might be like better than Metamorphs. Yeah, Cleric, Eidolon shuts down Snap. Remorseful Cleric makes snaps worse. Kind of. 24 seconds. I think we can like shave paths too. We don't need 4. Especially with 2 Fiend Hunters still in the deck. Let's do something like... I kind of like Walking Ballista. Am I crazy?
Nope.
We're bringing in Ballista. Get him. This is really bad with our Aether Vial plan against Just Guy, but... I'm also very indecisive on sideboarding when I don't know exactly what the plan is on the deck. This hand seems great, though. What would this have been? I already forgot. Did they board in their Remorseful Clerics?
Yes.
Okay. So it could have been like an Eidolon.
No.
If I like boarded something else. Alright, we're just like never gonna hit this land drop. Do I just slam Arbiter here? Probably. Just try to screw them out of multiple fetches. They'll probably just like immediately bolt it, but...
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, everything in this deck's boltable. A path. Oh yeah, shaved a path. Paths, you want like exactly, you want to see like exactly 1 path against the blue-white X decks, typically. Because they're like all playing 1 Lyra, 1 Baneslayer. It's really obnoxious. Never lucky. I don't think this hand is going all the way. Usually want Vial starts to win with these decks. I don't want to play something that... I think going to end step and then do that. Okay. Slam 1/1 Ballista. We're probably gonna. Oh, we're slamming 1/1 Hangerback. Never mind. It's much better than 1/1 Ballista. At least if they path it, we can just hit a 3rd land drop. And if they electrolyze, we can just sack the Cleric to save the Hangerback. Maybe one day we'll draw a 3rd land. Be like pump Ballista plus play a 2-drop. Or pump Hangerback. Ha! Can't feel to ruin this mana base.
That's a nice cryptic deck.
Yeah, weird. They're probably only cryptic. It's probably not worth... I'm probably much better served like cracking the clue, honestly, because they're just gonna like bounce this hanger back, draw a card or something.
Yeah, probably just attack
Attack with everything.
I mean, force them to have the
Yeah.
pick, right?
Yeah. I could crack the clue first, and then if I hit the land drop, I can hang back the hanger back.
Yeah.
Because what else am I do? Cast a Ballista and a Cryptic Mana? Probably not. We're probably not gonna hit the land though, because we're bad. Yep. Get him. We need some bridge from blows in our graveyard. Look how many zombies we could have made. Just casting 0/0s. It's like Snap Helix. Oh, that's not horrible. I just sack the Selfless Spirit, right? But they get to keep this Snap if I do, right? Shuffle my deck, yeah. Sorry. Forgot to shuffle. All the lands are clumped in after game 1. So prevent this Helix from killing a guy, because they're going to block first, right? Oh no, then if they never fire off Helix, then we should never sack Spirit, right? This is always just going to trade for a guy, and then the Helix will trade for Selfless Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But if I sack now, then I can not have them trade this Helix off, and they'll just have a Snapcaster in play, but I'm not sure if that's better, right? I have 2 Ballistas. I think I'd rather have them have the Snap in play, right?
Yeah.
So we just sack this in response.
I'll probably just hit your face, but whatever.
Yeah, Helix my face to gain 3 and deal me 3. Maybe they won't cast it because they have another Snap. Nope.
Maybe.
I mean, that works too. Like, I don't care about getting Helix in the face. They gain 3, which is annoying. But I'd rather have these guys in play because I can Ballista this thing out of the way. If we draw a land, we can Ballista plus pump this hanger back. Oh, well, now I just don't even need to Ballista this yet. Perfect. My Inspector plus pumping? Probably. Probably better than Inspector plus Inspector. Get him. Oh no. Internet, are you dead? Wow, when did I get 7 minutes on my clock? Jesus. I need to stop talking about this match that we're already losing anyway. Also, especially losing if my internet died. Nope, internet seems fine. Hello? Moto?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Moto! Can people talk in chat? Oh yeah, because like the video is still streaming. You can see it. Bitrate's fine. We've dropped 0 frames since we started. Did Moto just like decide to kill itself? MPGO dead. RIP.
The whole client died? Or just yours?
Yeah, my clock. Yeah, but the clock sticks down regardless. If you lose connection and stuff. Should I like close the window? Should I reboot Moto? Oh wow, yep. Moto. Oh, Moto just died. Moto just restarted itself. I didn't even need to do it. Alright, didn't type my password into Twitch chat this time.
Good job.
Our match is back. Here we go. Probably have like 4 minutes on the clock. We got what's happening. Making a bunch of noises. Mine went down too. Okay. Huh. Must be a... Is it still down? Oh god, what's happening? Yeah, it might have like been a brief server outage. Now it's just like lagging a whole lot. I hope Moto's not just like super dead. Oh, my opponent's back in the game.
Oh,
So,
damn,
yeah.
you can't time him out now.
Yeah, so we both dropped out. Unfortunately, it dropped out like while I had priority, so my clock burned down a bunch. You probably fell for comp because of that, right?
Probably. I don't think you're gonna win in 6 minutes.
Cryptic this. Cryptic bounce hanger back walker. No, I'm just drawing a card. Now I kind of want to play Second Inspector. Maybe we'll hit the third land sometime. Do I block? Probably not. We're at 11. We're fine. They have 6 cards in hand. They're not all bolts. Plus, again, we just have these walking ballistas. Eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're dead. Oh, would have been a nice time to draw the third land like Fiend Hunter this to at least have 1 turn reprieve. But yeah, alright. I've had enough of that game. The deck really did not want to get there.
Nope.
Just like, no man, we'll take it easy this time. You don't need to win them all. Oh, I really counter 3 for Inspector. I mean, like, what else was I doing, right? I was just stuck on 2 lands for, like, straight up 6 turns. They're like, well, I might as well prevent them from drawing a card to find more lands, and then also draw a card myself. My opponent could have, like, not done anything. Could have never cast a spell for the rest of the game, and I was probably not going to win anytime soon. Thanks, Moto. Just moving that window right over there. This hand is mediocre, but probably good enough. Hopefully they're on humans this time. This hand's really good against humans. Oh, fuck, this hand sucks against Tron. This hand is like the so cold worst against Tron. Maybe they're just like all in on Wormcoil engines.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe they only have Wormcoils and hand as payoffs. We'll be fine. Ah, fuck. Yeah, we're dead. Time to lose. Good old turn to Selfless Spirit. That'll show them. Maybe they don't have the power plan. They need to like crack it, so they'll get the 2 mana here, and then we'll draw Ghost Quarter. Selfless is good. Selfless is good if they don't have an Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Oh, yeah, nope, they just have the power plan. That's fine. What does this mean? What? Does my opponent have Ulamog? The Ulamog, we just are fucking dead, and it's not close. I guess I played Blade Splicer because I want to get them dead as soon as possible. Also, Blade Splicer produces a colorless thing to play against Ugin. They could have an Ugin in hand as well. We have a path for the Ulamog.
Does it Ugin bolt?
Yes, but it also neg X's to exile all colored permanents.
Yeah, but if it just bolts.
I don't know what is its starting loyalty? Probably enough to like survive the 1 turn of Golem.
8.
I think it starts at 7 because it pluses to 9, then 11, then ults. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so 7.
Yeah, so it ticks down to 4, and then we put it to 1, and then it bolts the Golem, and then we lose. Yeah.
Or we just bolt the gold first.
Oh yeah, takes out the same amount of power, but yeah, I feel you. Well, no, then we can protect the Golem with the Selfless Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
This feels like oh, yep, new Ulamog.
Okay. It feels like it did.
Hey, we can path it. We can Fiend Hunter it.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I think Path plus Techage is probably better. So they played the power plant last.
Yeah, but they didn't have to search for anything.
Yeah, they searched for the second terror, that's it, so... Metamorph it. If we had drawn a Metamorph, I'd consider that plan.
That would be dope.
That would be pretty dope. Let's kill the power plant. I'm really bad at guessing the Tron land to hit, though. I, like, always get it wrong. Even though it's all guesswork. I'm just terrible at the guesswork. They'll just, like, naturally play the power plant next turn, so it's fine. They're not even gonna like Sylvan Scrying for it, they're just gonna have it. Oh. Maybe they don't. I could Fiend Hunter my Blade Splicer, make the Oblivion Stone worse. Right? That's like not a horrible plan.
Oh, they have it next turn.
Yeah, they'll have it online next turn, because they have 5 mana already. Just attack for 4, Fiend Hunter my Blade Splicer.
Yeah, that's probably better than anything else. Definitely makes Zero Sum pretty awkward.
Yeah, because now I have 4 power, and if they crack the O-Stone, I still have 4 power. Do I play Bugler here? Like, they're... No, I guess it depends on if they crack, but if they don't crack, do I cast anything? I could present lethal by playing the Bugler while maintaining, like, card advantage. By, like, digging for more stuff. So I don't hate it. Otherwise, they're just gonna, like, spend another turn just taking this, going to 2, and then the next turn they'll crack it and fog everything. I think I like just playing the Bugler here.
Yeah, Bugler should be good.
It presents lethal, and still, like, finds me more stuff.
That card disadvantage.
Thalia... So, I'm going to attack. They're going to crack the O-Stone. I'll have 4 power in play, so Thalia makes it so that I have lethal, right?
Yes.
Although Thraben Inspector plus Flick or Fiend Hunter
But
does
you
too.
wouldn't want to play the Fiend Hunter if you don't have to.
Yeah, to take care of like a Worm Coil or something, so I'll grab Thalia. Cracking it now. If that makes sense too, they have the mana. So they just go to 2 here.
This is kind of satisfying to watch.
Ha! Oh, now we just Fiend Hunter our Blade Splicer again?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind, we just play Selva Spirit, that's way better.
That is way better.
Do I also play Thalia? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Prevents like Karn or something. We did it! How did we win that game?
Better lucky than good.
Yeah, actually. That was the definition of better lucky than good. It was literally just the 50-50. I was like, oh, do I hit the mine or the power plant? And if I hit the mine, I might have very easily lost this game. Oh, man, that was good. Good. Good work, deck. I'm impressed. How do we sideboard here? Revoker seems good. Relic Warder seems fine. Nothing else seems good. Forge Tender, Remorseful Cleric, Auric Champion, Eidolon, Ballista, Hangerback. Hangerback is probably not good, but like helps against O-Stone.
Is there something worse?
Yeah, let's figure out what's bad in the matchup. I mean, Skyfisher is probably just like dumb and slow, although so is like Thraben Inspector. There are a lot of cards that do close to nothing.
Well, take out
Shalai does close to nothing.
the bad cards that you need to take out right now. So take out 4.
What's up all the
2 what's
time?
left.
So what are the worst cards, though?
Probably Shalom.
Shall I, like... My stuff having hexproof isn't very relevant. Thraben's not great. Skyfishers aren't great. That's about it. Bugler's, like, pretty medium, but you kind of want to find your better cards, too. Helps you kind of dig. Yeah, I like Hangerback is, like, more O-Stone insurance. Because those are kind of scary. And it's also immune to, like, Ugins.
Yeah, that's fine. Take out those 6. Those are 6?
1, 2, this is 7. I could leave in, like, 8 and Inspector or the Shalai. Probably, like... Or a Skyfisher. Skyfisher... what does this look like? Is there anything better to port in? Probably not. These cards all suck. I do have to be expecting Thragtusk and Thought Not Seer, but that's fine. We have like Fiend Hunter and Path. And I don't think I can really make any other choices. I guess we're just playing a Skyfisher. Why not? It flies. It's got text. What's up all the time? Thanks for the 5-month resub. Enjoy the new fancy sub badges. You're 1 month away from becoming a Thalia's Lancers, I think. This hand is pretty good. Ghost Quarter Tech Edge. Relic Quarter, that's uncastable. Put a mulligan to 6, keep.
Yeah, and that's how you know your hand's good. Your opponent mulligans.
Yeah. They're less like... Oh, yeah, see? This hand sucks. No Tron land on one? What are they even doing with their life? It's the easy game. How are we going to lose now?
How many force do they play?
Like, a lot. Like 4, something, I don't know.
It's not the good old one-off force.
Yeah, no, they're mono green Tron now. They don't play red green or black green anymore. Oh, they're on double basic forest. Some of these ghost cores might be stone rains. Just play Hangerback, I guess.
Yeah.
Ghost Quarter Hangerback. Because they're nowhere near Troning me.
And you don't really have a better option anyways.
Yes. And Relic
You
Ordering...
could stone run yourself.
Yeah. Relic Ordering isn't even
That
good.
sounds
Even
fun.
if I could Relic Order this, they just crack it. Oh, finally a target. Well. Relic Order doesn't have any. Went inside 3 card games last night. Wait, what? I could just Bugle, but I think I'd rather like Hangerback plus pump this Hangerback. There's still nothing like to Ghost Quarter yet. They could cast a Thought Knot next turn, but I already don't have any answers to it, so I don't care if they Thought Knot me. And then next turn I can start Ghost Quartering their Tron lands, or just like Tech Edge at that point, because they'll have 4 lands in play. It's just Hangerback plus pump.
Seems...
They can't really get Hangerbacks off the board without turning them into Thopters, so... Forced Ophida Karn reset twice. How's that even possible? How are you, like, winning the reset games? I should probably just pump the sorcery speed. No reason not to. In case they, like, have a removal spell for it, I get, like, 1 less guy. So next turn I can, like, Tech Edge plus... whatever. Scrying for the tower. At what point do I stop attacking with these? Or when do I start attacking? I mean... I might play Skyfish here, just, like, bounce one of my lands. Just, like, have more stuff. Although I could just, like, pump these more. Hit the power plant, I guess. It doesn't matter. Now I start attacking? Just, like, at 3 power? Start pressuring them?
so you're
Attack for 5, yeah, because right now this is like a 6-turn clock, next turn it's a 4-turn clock, so I do jump a turn. And I'm not really doing anything with the mana yet. Yeah, I can see waiting 1 turn. Especially because my mana is going to be like tied up firing off a bunch of Ghost Quarters in the subsequent turns. 2 and Pump. 2 and Pump's also an option, but that's like the least mana efficient of my plays as well. Flowstone, alright, well. We have a bunch of hangerbacks for that. Yeah, now we're going to start attacking. I can also Relic Order it.
Seems worse.
What, Relic Ordering it?
Yeah.
Just because I don't need to?
Yeah. See if there's something better.
Like what? I guess Warp Coil Engine?
Yeah.
They're a little far away from that, though.
You're a little far away from a lot of things.
You're not wrong. So we're Ghost Quartering the mine, I guess. Oh, they just concede. It's easy. Just trying to figure out how best to ruin their life. They're like, I'm sick of this. My death attack's opponent had a tech edge and 2 Ghost Quarters. That's not fair.
Well, you only used one.
Well, I was about to use the second removal spell. We'll never play against this bad deck.
Kind of hoping you just eat your words.
Just immediately play. For those that are watching, I just deleted Tooth and Nail because it was at 0 match wins. Because I just copy and pasted like the shell of my stats and made a new one for Mono White Buglers. I was like, we'll never play against Tooth and Nail. Deleted and replaced it with Tron. Do I buy Blue White Spirits or go for Legacy Dream? I mean, do what you want to do. If you're enjoying Modern, like, especially if there's, like, no Legacy around you, then it's probably easier to just, like, play Modern. But if you want to play Legacy, you want to get into the format, and, like, people are playing it around you, then Legacy is a great format, and I recommend that everyone at least tries it.
Yeah, make sure that people play Legacy near you.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to, like, buy a Legacy deck and be like, wait, I can actually just never play with this. It's called Bugle Boys. Did I label it? No, I said it's Death and Cat Makes White Bugles is how I have it on the spreadsheet. But, like, half of the names for it I have are, like, Bugle Boys. Okay, why do you keep doing that, Moto? Not where I want the window. Nice, perfect hand. To tell me to do both.
Are you on your draw?
Yes, we are on the draw.
Ah, perfect.
Man, like, the world. Look at all our castable spells, and we draw a land.
That's how you know it's good.
Oh, this hand is so much better than the first hand. Holy shit!
Fucking limp.
Do I keep this? Seems like fine.
Yeah, it seems good. Seems okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Limp.
Oh, is this like Storm? I'm gonna regret topping a 3-bit Inspector.
You know how baller it would have been if you had just...
If I kept that 7 and just drew basic planes.
Well, you had an Aether Vial.
It's a free redraw against Jessica. I didn't know they were on. Oh yeah, MTG Bot did say they were on Jessica. I never like. I tried not to put too much stock into what MTG Bot tells me, because it's bad for like normal tournament testing where you're never gonna know what your opponent's on, and sometimes they're just like not on that deck. So I was trying to like assume more in the blind. Do I even cast Selfless Spirit here? I just like cast Thraben Inspector, player on Logic, not for 1.
You could also
Let the vial
sky
tick up.
for the Thraben Inspector.
I can just do that later. I think I'm just gonna play it. Inspector and Violin and Inspector. I don't want to get Logic knotted here. Which they are now on like blue-red or Jeskai. Most likely Jeskai. Because the Scalding Storm doesn't play fetches anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Times have changed.
Yeah, evidently.
Storm has died and came back to life like 3 times. Probably more than that. Probably like 5 times. Yeah, beat down those 1/2s. We're gonna get them. Show the opponent what's what. Cursed Scroll. Cursed Scroll with toughness. They're not even X ones. I can't even just get like electrolyzed. What is this?
Electrolyze.
Oh, it was playing around Leon Arbiter on Vile. That's fair. Good job, opponent. Make even more clues. Take up this Vile. Attack for 2. Get him. We just pass.
Yeah. I guess you could have. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Crack a clue. I could tech edge them so I don't get like cryptic and also take them off white. They get like cryptic bounce their own Hallowed Fountain in response, but do I care? Be like marginally annoying, but not really. Get him. If it's their only white source, I think they might fire off Cryptic. Or if it's like their only other, if it's their last land. Otherwise, I think they just don't. Alternatively, they could let it happen and try to fire off a Cryptic on this Vile or something, but then I just Vile in a 2, replay Vile on my turn. Yeah, sure.
Or they just.
Put in Selfless Spirit, let it get bolted or whatever.
Seems good.
This thing is not going to be long for this world. Oh, it's long for this world. Now we have Skyfisher out. For sure leave this Vile on 2. Bring in the beatdowns. Get him. Get out of here, punk. That's my Selfless Spirits. I don't cast it. Because I just valid it next turn, and I don't want to get a Logic Knotted. I can just crack a clue.
Yeah.
I haven't played a land yet, so I crack the clue now.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. Wow, we might have actually taken them off white. And they need like double white to have any wraths, so this could easily be Cryptic mana, though. Not if we put in this Thalia. Time for the beatdown squad. My opponent was casting white draft bin. Core Skyfisher Thraben Inspector. Tap all, draw. That's fine. We just can deploy Selfless Spirit and Thalia now? Probably want to Sorcerer Speed the Selfless Spirit, just so they can't like kill a thing in response. Doesn't really matter what order I do this, I just want them both in play. They can't Wrath me, even if they like have main deck Anger or something, we still have this Selfless Spirit, so. The Thalia makes it, yep, so they can't like Cryptic this turn or anything. Did I take this up to 3 now? Like Fiend Hunter, one of my own guys to save it. We don't have any 2s, yeah. Drawing all of our Thraben Inspectors. And also no lands again, but it's fine. Did I cast a Thraben Inspector? Do I just do nothing? I
Maybe
crack this
we-
clue.
Rather just correct
I can crack the clue if I hit a land, I can cast Inspector. No, that's not exactly what I meant. I really want to tech edge this colonnade, but I can't. We're 100% tech edging this colonnade before we attack. Gotta play around that settle. Oh, nope, never mind there. Just
I got it again.
you tried. They might have bolt. They might not be. No, nope, they're dead.
That doesn't work.
What?
You're just
My opponent is speaking Spanish? I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I. Let's Google it.
If correct-
Perfect.
Yes.
Nailed it, Google Translate.
And we can see Papa.
Oh yeah, Phthallia Campbell. Yeah, he's just super dead. What does Pasa mean? Well, I don't know. Fuck it. It translates to nice draft deck.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Alright, now we have another 2 minutes to think about my sideboarding decisions and then, like, don't follow through with any of them. And then, like, shaved Fiend Hunters, right?
Yeah, I think you have 2 Fiend Hunters.
So this looks like my original configuration. Then I boarded in these Ballistas that never got cast because I was on 2 lands the whole game with no Aether Vial. Logging Ballista, like, is kind of garbage. It's okay.
It's not amazing.
Yeah. Like, these are the 4 actual good ones. It's like Remorseful. Oh yeah, I brought in Remorseful Clerics. These seem fine. Board out like another Fiend Hunter and
Path.
another path. We're just gonna like get Baneslayer to get on turn 5. I'm gonna lose.
That would be unfortunate.
Baneslayer's a very hard card to beat.
Take out a
These cards are all good. Got another Fiend Hunter.
yeah.
3 path, 1 Fiend Hunter is my answers. 2 Baneslayer Angel. And like Fiend Hunter's a really bad answer to Baneslayer Angel. It's mostly for like vile shenanigans against Supreme Verdicts and such. And around something like that. This hand sucks. Double Tech Edge is kind of cool, actually. But I don't think it's worth it. Not making a play till turn 3 against like the Cryptic Command deck seems.
But
And
if he
also,
has-
this Fiend Hunter is also really bad.
But if he has nothing, then he gets Militia Bugler, Skyfisher, and then
We'll just like
Right,
top
yeah.
deck Aether Vial. Just like live the
Yeah.
dream. Yeah, I'm all getting this hand.
you
This hand is so much better. This hand is like so much better than the previous hand. It's not even funny. Do I want this? Just go hard. I don't think I want this. I think 2 Arbiter is probably enough. Ooh, shall I? So turn 2, I can just jam Arbiter. And if they kill it, next turn I can still have like Vial plus Ghost Quarter.
and they're less likely to play right or something.
Suspend Ancestral Vision. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Time to win this game. Shuffle my deck. Yeah, just 3 Arbiters in a row. I'm really bad at shuffling Camex, I'm sorry. Maybe I just don't jam an Arbiter into this bowl. Because the next turn I could just Arbiter Ghost Quarter. I think we're just going to pass. Oh, no, I'm supposed to play Ghost Quarter. Oh no, Moto, not again! Oh, no, too late, I played the Plains. Hopefully we don't draw another Ghost Quarter or get supremely punished. Spin, oh god. Opponent about to draw 9 million cards. Did you go for their blue source? Plays around Spreading Seas. Good point. That was 100% the plan.
Yeah, probably.
Could go after their white source instead. But I mean,
they have more blue.
They have way more blue because they're trying to cast
Shadow,
Cryptic Mint. That's
right?
also true.
But then, yeah, they're trying.
They're gonna like draw a million cards. I don't think Mana Screen is actually gonna work out very well. It's gonna suck if they just have like 2 bolts, like Bolt plus Path.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah. Just Helix. I guess they could. I don't know if they pay for it, then they get super dead. Heh. Got him. Take them away from the sweepers. I mean, that's like kind of also an option, but again, they're gonna draw like 6 cards over the next 3 turns. So I just don't think that actually color screwing them is gonna do a whole lot. Can you have done that on their upkeep? Then they'll have 3 mana. They have the extra mana untapped, so it plays into like Helix plus Bolt or something. It's better to just do that when they have less mana available to them. Take this valve to 4, get the Shalai going.
Oh, you just need one more Horizon Canopy
And
and another land.
we start activating this this Shalai. Get him. Bolt me. I dare you. Actually, I'd prefer a path. Because I don't want a path out of their hand to play this Shalai. Yeah, deal. Get bodied. Well, they're gonna like draw 9 million cards. Hopefully this is enough. Kinda wanted a Thalia at some point to at least tax these stupid things. Pat the Shalai. Yeah, it's kinda rude. I don't even get to search. Perfect draws. Really glad I have these paths in my deck instead of Fiend Hunters. I mean, to be fair, Fiend Hunter also probably wouldn't be doing a lot here. Let's say 1-3. I feel like we're not gonna win this. Unless they go all in on a Baneslayer or something on like turn 5.
Yeah, on turn 5.
I think turn 5 the Baneslayer, right? Or whatever. Their 5th land drop. When they hit 5 lands. Two at most. I mean, the difference between 2 and 3 is like pretty minimal on paths. I think having a Fiend Hunter here would not be substantially better than having a path. What am I doing? Fiend Slayering my 3-wit Inspector, so then when they wrath me, I get to have another clue. Yeah, having the Thalia for that, at least the second recall was nice. Would have liked it for the first one, too, to, like, just tax them a whole bunch. But just, like, having actual no answers for a Lyra or Baneslayer in the deck is really bad. Because that card just, if it resolves and you don't have a path, you just lose on the spot. What's my opponent, like, tanking on here? Setting up for a Supreme Verdict next turn. Can we draw Selfless Spirit? Tech Edge would be nice, too. Discard Scalding turn. Well, Resto isn't bad. At least I get to present a thing after they inevitably Supreme Verdict me here. Topped. Supreme Verdict or Wrath of God. Yep, deal. Alright, we have a plan. It's not a great plan. My opponent has 7 cards in their hand, but it's a plan. Come on, cast a Baneslayer Angel. Do it. Just cast it. Just Baneslayer me. I can't beat it. How am I going to be a Baneslayer Angel, opponent? The answer is I can't. I got nothing. Just slam it. Oh, this is bull electrolyze. Fuck, that's so much worse for me. That's infinitely worse than them casting a Baneslayer here. Fuck. Well, we're dead. We'll draw the 3rd path. Ooh. Not dead. I'm only mostly dead. Opponent just shows the worst possible way to sequence that. Yeah. Wasn't really sure what their plan was. Just, like, spend as much mana as possible. Maybe they're, like, playing around me having, like another resto on this vial or something?
Maybe they're finding around you pathing your own creature.
Man,
you just path the resto so you can get the
land. I would have showed them what's what.
Yeah. Teach them a lesson.
That's a card that exists. I mean, Vendilion clicked. Well, at least I can finally path something. Resolves. Target me. Do it. I don't care. Take a path. Pick a path, any path. They're probably going to take Remorseful Cleric or nothing. Yeah. Fire. Do I cast this Remorseful Cleric right now to play around like...
Nah. I'm playing to an Electrolyze.
Oh yeah, no I don't. Faux show. This is like Snap Bolt though. I feel like this is Snap Bolt, right?
It could be. But then he'll just. I mean, you can't use remorseful clarify.
Yeah, you just snap bolt in response. But then pathing on a creature doesn't even counter the. Yeah, exactly. Pathing would have literally been like just get myself an extra land, which would have been like really bad. Oh wow, just a Helix deal. Do I path this to prevent them from gaining 3 life? Probably not, because it prevents me from playing Remorseful Cleric.
Yeah, that's super pretty.
Also,
Also,
then
mostly
I just
just
lose.
dies
Yeah,
to
I
colony.
lose to this colony if I do that too. Really hope they're not. Oh yeah, if they have like another electrolyze here, we're just totally up shit creek.
Yeah, that would just be unlucky.
Perfect draw.
Mhm.
They don't have anything. They only have 4 cards in hand. Probably all lands. I mean, they're taking it. There's an argument for like not playing that Vial to like make them try to play around Resto, but this is just Sphinx's River for 9 million. That's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, seems good.
Yeah, seems not the worst play in the world. I don't know what's happening now. That's Spring Verdict. Die Graveyard. Oh, they got me good. That Stony Silence on turn 12. And the unfortunate thing is that they have 7 cards in their hand, so that Stony Silence means nothing. They do have to kill me, though. It's time to just mad F6. Because we have actual no way to win. Ugh. Man, playing against Just Guy gets so boring sometimes. Bolt my face at bolt my face from 20. All right, that's the plan. Oh, that's a pretty good win con. Well, I mean, it doesn't actually kill me. Just exiles all my permanents.
That's typically a good way to win.
Yeah, but they need to like present lethal damage. None of these cards present lethal damage except for the Colonnade. We have Path. I guess they could exile all my planes and then start colonnading me to death. Oh man, we just get to Tech Edge this Colonnade.
That's what you really want to be doing.
I mean, they gotta kill me eventually. They have to put my life from 20 to 0. Or make me deck out, which they can do with the Teferi as well. Yeah, the opponent is 1. But the opponent also needs to kill me. There we go. Snap Bolt.
There's the win con.
Wait, no, I need to path the Snapcaster.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the answer is 100% pathing the Snapcaster right now. We have, in fact, lost the game, but we have not lost the war. The war being my opponent. I'm just going to sit here mashing the F6 button, and my opponent needs to kill me. That was shocking. Alright, I guess they found something.
S6 is right.
No, they can't snap Sphinx's Rev Exile, but just the second Sphinx's Rev.
Well, they haven't. Do they have another snap? I know.
I hate messing with these stupid triggers. Oh, sick. Cycle. Oh, sick.
Counters.
Definitely not countered. They only have 5 cards in hand.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah, resolved. Grab its Hangerback Walker, easy. I guess they have a second Sphinx's River in their deck. Wow, opponent's deck seems real greedy. Maybe this is the thing that makes 1/1s though. Yeah, secure the ways. All right, well that's a pretty good clock. I'll give him that. Is this a sleepover? Yeah, my friend Alex is staying for a couple days, so he's hanging out while we're streaming here. Why are you casting an oft opponent? Is there any reason to cast that off?
For the same reason you haven't conceded.
Yeah, but they're burning their own clock casting the opt. Oh, no, I don't want to switch land. Fuck it. Fuck off. Fuck off, Path to Exile. Is this lethal? Oh, do they have another bolt? Helix?
Yeah, Helix.
Oh, no.
Oh, snap, yes.
No, they gotta tap correctly so they can leave up the other white mana, obviously. Alright, opponent has lethal. Just, we'll opt. Tap for Helix. Oh wait, I mistapped. I need to leave up a white man just in case. He's tapped out and has 2 artifacts and I have the Stony in play. Stony makes me want Walking Ballista even less.
Yeah.
Hammerback's still fine.
Okay.
Because it, like, can come in and, like, if it dies to Verdict or whatever and still makes guys.
Yeah. Everything else seems fine.
We didn't see... Can an opponent afford to be playing, like, Baneslayer and their Sphinx's Rub Secure the Ways deck? Can we, like, board in 1 Fiendslayer and board out a Path? Probably. Not like it, like, would have substantially affected the previous game, but... It might be slightly better to be on 2 and 2 rather than 3 and 1. But I'm not sure. It depends a lot on what the opponent's builds look like. Look at a lot of Taxes builds with no Arbiter, playing Bugler and Displacer. I want to play Bugler and Displacer so bad. Maybe that's what I could do. You know, I was talking about like doing the flex slot of like 2 Flicker Wisps, but Flicker Wisp was like really not good. Like cut the resto in the Shalai for like 2 Displacer.
Okay.
Opponent 100% has Baneslayer. Like, yeah, I feel like every blue-white and blue-white-red deck is on Baneslayers nowadays. Like, they're just on 1 Baneslayer, 1 Lyra all the time. It's like every sideboard. And I'm going to shave a Path. I'm going to have a Fiend Hunter in my hand, and then I'm going to play a Lyra, and we're just going to die, because we'll Fiend Hunter it, and then they'll just kill my Fiend Hunter, and we'll lose. But we're also on the play, so we can, like, play a better tempo game here. So it's not necessarily that they can actually get there. Metamorph. I guess Metamorph is kind of an answer. Nope. His hand's good enough. I want lands, but do I want this? I mean, yes. I can cast most of my hand without the 3rd land anyway. I think this is a powerful enough card that I do actually want it. Hopefully we don't get it pathed. Shuffle. I'm really bad at shuffling, Camex, I told you. Ancestral Visions. Oh, yeah, I forgot that was in their deck. Just Hangerback, I guess. And if I draw a 3rd land, then we get rewarded for doing that. If we don't draw the 3rd land, do I just cast a thing and attack with Hangerback? I think so, right? Do I just play Selfless Spirit and attack? Wow, opponents seem to like have kept a very mana-starved hand. I wish I could draw like Thalia. Get Inspector plus Pump. Or I could just Selfless Spirit. I think I like just like playing a 2 and attacking. At some point I will probably pump this Hangerback, but I want to hit a land drop first. Selfing Selfless Spirit in play. Although they're nowhere near Wrath mana yet, so maybe it's better just Inspector plus Pump. Although I want to put the pressure on them as well. There are a lot of weird things going on. I guess Electrolyze is another thing to consider. I could just counter with Fortuner, though. Yeah, I don't hate Inspector Pump. Yeah. I think I like this one the most. Actually, I'll leave the Ghost Quarter up. If they would like Field or Ruin one of my things, then sometimes you can just Ghost Quarter it to prevent them from getting the land. So if they need like the Field or Ruin to fix them for white or something, we don't want to tap out of this Ghost Quarter. Especially because they can't relevantly Field Ruin it. I guess they can't relevantly Field Ruin any of my stuff anyway, unless I tapped it. Because they Field Ruining Flagstones is probably a losing battle. Okay, so now we can pump. Should technically probably pump in response to that, but it shouldn't matter, yeah. Am I pumping again, or do I start attacking now? Selfless. I want to play Selfless Spirit here because they're getting into like Wrath mana. I could Selfless plus. Yeah, would really love to have like Arbiter or Thalia here, but I think I just want Selfless plus pump. Again, leaving up the Ghost Quarter to play around their Field of Ruin. Yeah, I think I'd stop at 3/3. Probably as Terminus. I don't think Jeskai can afford to play Terminus. Especially in their their Ancestral Vision Sphinxes or whatever deck. Opt like only sets up Terminus if you're literally casting Opt into the Terminus. I don't think Jeskai can traditionally play that card. So if they field Ghost Quarter here, it's kind of annoying. But it also basically taps them out. So we still just pump this hanger back. They might field Ghost Quarter here, yeah, to get double weight. Yeah, that's what I figured. But I really don't care that much. Into path it, that's more annoying. They didn't need to path it right there, did they? They just gave me ooh.
Lucky.
Sometimes lucky. I could hang her back for 1+ Remorseful to play her on Snap Path. Or just hang her back on 2. Or just Blade Splicer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'd rather be mana efficient. We'll just flood the board. We have a Selfless Spirit to play around Wrath. Hangerback plus Selfless Spirit can be both, like, our double Wrath insurance. Yeah, Settle's a card I'm kind of worried about. Maybe they missed on land. Man, it'd be hilarious if they just missed their land drop here, moved to discard, pitch like 3 cards. I'll save it with the Forge Tender. And then I'm just going to Blade Splicer, pump Hangerback, attack for 5. They could have, like, Snap Path. I have to Remorseful away the path, and they can, like, Snap block Thraben Inspector. They only take 2, but... Discarding Logic Knot. Ain't that a power play. Could also Fiend Hunter my Thraben Inspector to play around, like, Wrath some more, but... think I'd rather just try to get them as dead as possible. Second path. Yeah, second path is an issue. Vendilion Click. I guess that is kind of obnoxious. Because now they can kill my Selfless Spirit. But now we can Fiend Hunter a thing, right? Assuming they don't take the Fiend Hunter, which I don't think they will. But this has to be setting up a Wrath, which means we want to protect ourselves against the Wrath as much as possible. So we pump Hangerback and, like, Fiend Hunter Thraben. They're just gonna, like, Baneslayer me after I did this. I just realized that that was really bad if I'm about to get Baneslayered, but whatever. I also can't have 6 because a Remorseful Cleric in play. I'd want to not get, like, Snap or whatever. Electrolyze? Just 1/1. Alright. Kill your graveyard, I guess. If they have Path after that, then we're, like, really not in a good spot. So now we just attack. They do have Path. Oh, second Path is really obnoxious. Well, now we have an answer to their inevitable Baneslayer Angel. Yep. Nice. Solid draws.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we just need this Thraben Inspector to kill them in the next 7 turns. They have 6 cards in hand, we're probably fine. Nice. I think this game's already over, though. I think this game was over, like, 3 turns ago? Something like that. Snap Electrolyze my Thraben Inspector here. Yeah, I think this game was over around the, probably, like, the path on the second Hangerback was probably when this game ended, I think. I could prevent them from drawing a card by instead discarding a card from my hand, which is probably worth it. Not that it's useful. They also do know about one of these paths. From the Vendilion Click. Wait, did they? Did they know about a path from the click? No, because I would have had the I would have had the click. Cryptic Command. Counter draw. Oh no. Oh, they fetch first. No. Whatever. Like 5/1/1s. Pretty good. Can't really path their Snapcaster when they have a Colonnade in play, so...
He did block it.
Oh, the what, trade?
Block the Snapcaster.
Yeah.
Trade.
Just helixing my face, sure.
Yep, I think you're dead.
Yeah, we were dead around the second path to exile. Cryptic counter draw. If I path the Snapcaster, then they just have free reign to animate Colonnade and lethal me, so the hope is that they don't animate Colonnade, and then we can possibly well, I mean, we're still dead regardless.
I'm surprised they didn't reanimate Colony. Or animate Colony.
They just really want to know what the last card in my hand is first.
No, they don't. Oh, they do.
I mean, we're still dead. They attack, even if they don't counter this, they just put me to 2, and they have 5 warriors of it. A click and a Colonnade in play, and we have a Burnt and Forge Tender. Yeah, the games with and without Vial are, like, drastically different in this matchup. Vial's such a good card. Can I sack this for no reason? No, it has to have a red source. What are you doing? Why? What? Oh, they actually had to fetch to snap helix me. Sure. I could have prevented that and stayed alive this turn, but opponent's taking too long. You can sack it. Yeah, I mean, we're dead. Blue, white, red, control. I like that matchup a lot more with Eldrazi Taxes. Thought-Seer is such a good card in that matchup. Like, not being able to play around routes other than, like, trying not to overcommit too much is, like, so much worse than having the ability to have hand disruption.
Yeah. It's typical how that works.
Yes. Why you keep doing this, Moto? Stay over here, window. This hand sucks. This hand is fine. I don't think your sideboard plan matches what I intended. Like, what's... You never brought an Eidolon? I don't think Eidolon's, like, that good. It's... I don't hate boarding it in. I wouldn't be opposed if people brought it in, but... It's big game against Snap. It's, like, very medium game against Snap.
I think it might have been better because he's playing Recall.
Maybe. I did kind of forget about Ancestral Recall. That seems pretty good.
I forgot about you.
I also, like, disagree a lot on your opinion of Fiend Hunter. Cat Mix. The card is not super good, especially in that matchup. Like, playing against Supreme Verdict by exiling your own stuff is middling at best. And at worst, it's a 1-3. Yeah, it also stops Ancestral, which Alex just said, which... The fuck? Oh, we're playing against Hollowvine. Whatever, not Hollowvine, Bridgevine. Oh, that Bugler keeper kind of looks dumb. I mean, it doesn't stop Ancestral. It stops them from, like, Ancestral into stuff on that turn. Which definitely makes sense. It just slipped my mind that they were on Ancestrals when I was considering Eidolon in Game 3. You have to hide Buglers from either. I mean, yeah, we never drew Bugler Game 3, so... Shit happens. If you can, like, basically re-trigger Buglers and stuff, that is big game, but a lot of the reason we died that game is just because we didn't have any card advantage. They just, like, 1-for-1 us to death and cast an Ancestral Recall. Discard Bloodghast Vengevine, huh?
Seems good.
Yeah. Not bad. I think it has, like, a 1 mana and a 0. Oh, no Vengevine? Deal. I'm not getting Restore Balance. They played a Black Cleave Cliffs. They're on Bridgevine. You're gonna, like, play 2-0 drafts to get back to Vengevine? Seems moderately aggressive. This Blade Splicer is really good against Vengevines. Especially when they had no bridges there, so. This is, like, not a very scary start for my opponent. That's my Nightmare Leagues. Playing against Restore Balance. Oh god. That is probably my nightmare. Inspector, let's draw land. Nice. This deck probably doesn't have removal, right? We just attack with this? I'd rather just deal them one than trade with a Bloodghast and have them get it back. Next turn I can just brick wall a Bloodghast with Bugler anyway. Blade Splicer is super good against Vengevine. My opponent has burned most of their hand to make this Vengevine. Oh, that makes sense. They can sack the Bloodghast to Gargadon and get it back. That's a cute play. And they can even sack it again and then fetch. Wow, that's super adorable.
It's kind of scary.
It is a little bit scary. It's also hilarious.
That you.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't attack first. If they were planning on well, I guess if they're not planning on attacking at all, because this doesn't do anything. So if they just attack with the Bloodghast, I just eat it anyway. Well, that doesn't do anything. Oh, I guess this gives a haste. So I guess we just trade off the Blade Splicer here, just to not take 2 damage. It loses this Golden First Strike, though, for future Vengevines. Nah. Probably just take 5, go to 10. We're still not in one-shot Gargadon range, so... It'll eventually get rid of Fiend. Oh yeah, I guess we have like 8 answers to a Greater Gargadon in our deck. And Bugler into one of 4 Fiend Hunters. Thalia's not bad. What do I attack with, if anything? Guess I can Bugler first to see what my options are. Bugler or Fiend Hunter? Probably the Fiend Hunter. Extra insurance. Guess I should have put in Thalia first. Couldn't cast a spell, but... Alright, now we have a gigantic brick wall. So... And they have 1 card in hand, so they could probably not get back Vengevine. They can at least attack with these 2, I think. Just attack with those. We want to kill them, though. The greedy play is that, right? But we're at 10, so... I think we just win, right? Like, we even answer for Gargadon now, I just don't think they can win. This Gargadon could come down this turn. Shut up, Del. Better to tap out for Bugler or Vial. I didn't want to take the damage off the Canopy, so that's why I used the Vial. But there's definitely an argument for casting it, so I can instant speed to 3. I just don't think I wanted to take the 1 at all. I think they're just gonna... They can't flashback looting. This Thalia got him. I wanted a Bugler and no more Buglers. What, they're just gonna Gargadon me? Oh, yeah, I forgot to have Bloodghast. This weird interaction. I wonder if Gargadon's a better sack outlet for them than Viscera Seer is. Because there hasn't seemed to be like a consensus on the correct Bridgevine build. Are they just gonna Gargadon me here? This thing doesn't have trample, right? We just chump it. Yeah, I'm just gonna block it with the Bugler or the Thalia? The Thalia, right? No. Both these block. Both these block a Bloodghast, so... Which one am I chumming with? Probably the Bugler I wanted, but this thing has Vigilance. It's a rough life. I just crack this clue, see if I draw Path.
Block with Thalia, I guess?
Yeah, I think Thalia, because I like the Vigilance, being able to attack and still be able to block Bloodghast in the future. It lets them cast this looting, but they have one card in hand. I think they're just dead after this Fiend Hunter. I don't know what I'm supposed to take these vowels to, but I have very few 4s in the deck, so... What am I attacking with now?
What are you worried about?
I guess, yeah, I have, like, Fiend Hunter, too. Just attack with everything? I'm a little scared of, like, a Vengevine, right?
Then keep back the Thraben for jumping?
Or, yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of my decisions matter here. I think they're just dead. This matchup I have found is very good for most Death in Texas variants. Flashback eluding.
Do they have any...
What? Ways to punish me for...
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, it's not like they discard a bridge from below here. I exiled anyway. What's up, Henny? How's it going? We're crushing Bridgevine into the ground here. Another Bloodghast and a bridge. These things do have haste, which is kind of obnoxious. But I guess we should eat both Bloodghast, so it doesn't matter. They do get to make zombies, though, so maybe I block... I want to trade off the Thraben to at least break this bridge. My opponent just concedes. Why did you... They knew I had the Fiend Hunter. I hit it off a Bugler. Why'd you wait until I Fiend Hunter your 9/7 to concede?
Maybe he thought you forgot you had a Fiend Hunter.
Alright, so these ballistas seem real good. Hangerback's a little bit less so, but maybe still worth it. Eidolon prevents Vengevines. I'm testing Bant Company for Modern PPTU this month. How's that been going? Auroch Champion, that actually pretty good. Gains life, blocks Bloodghasts, and blocks Gargadons.
Remorseful Cleric.
Yes, Remorseful Cleric seems pretty decent. Is Forge Tender okay?
Does it have Pro Red naturally?
Yeah, it has Pro Red naturally.
It's fine. I mean, it's not terrible, but...
Can it also sack... Does it have to have a red target? Like, how does this work? Can I sack it to break bridges? I have no idea how that... Like...
what does it say? What does the card say?
Prevent all damage a red source of your choice would deal this turn. I don't think I can sack it without a legal target. Doesn't target anything. You choose a source of damage as the ability resolves if able. If a permanent... I don't fucking know.
So
Well,
then yes. Because just go back up to see the most Oracle text.
Prevent all damage a red source of your choice this turn. But does it have to be... Do I need a red source to target?
No, it would say target.
Oh. Or a red source to choose, I guess.
No, it would say target.
Alright, cut all the arbiters, they're bad.
It's like how Red Elemental West doesn't need a red card.
No, I can just... Oh, yeah. Okay, just sack.
Or Red Elemental West doesn't need a blue target. But, Power West does. Right?
Yeah, kind of. Kind of similar vein, but not.
Because there's a little bit of...
Yeah, I get you. Metamorph, I guess, kind of sucks. I'm not sure. Do you want hangerbacks? Maybe.
Do you want Salai? Do they border and removal?
No. I could, like, cut the 4s.
Resto is probably okay.
Although- It's boring. I could, like, keep in Resto cut, like, a Bugler or something. Something like this.
Bugler's probably better than Resto.
Maybe. Vigilance
Have
is
you ever
nice.
drawn a card?
I mean, Resto also draws a card with, like, most of the deck.
Some.
Yeah, I don't think my decisions matter a lot here. This matchup is really good. Unless they have, like, the nuts hand where they just, like, turn 1 double Vengevine you or whatever.
Triple Vengevine.
Yeah. Clearly Burned Fortune Tender is a bad card. Definitely shouldn't be playing it. Yeah, I agree. Card is horrible. I wonder if I'm supposed to keep this hand. Probably not.
I don't think it's
It's like okay.
okay.
It's like only good if they're on like if they have like early Vengevines though, we're very scared. If they flip a bridge, I'm playing Fortune Tender. If not, I think I just play Vial.
No bridge.
And they didn't flip a bridge, so. Pop this graveyard out here. Can you sack Burned Fortune Tender with no extra targets? Apparently I can't. I'm not sure. It doesn't target anything. It just prevents damage from a red source. So I don't know if it actually needs like a red source to sack. I don't think it does. People in chat are telling me it can sack. I think it can. Attack for 1. I don't think it recast Gravecrawler. It doesn't prevent damage for the next red source. It does. You do choose a red source. Yeah, this Thalia brick walls their team pretty well. That path is really good for a Vengevine in the future. We'll leave the Burnt on Vial duty in case they like put a bridge in the yard and then like make some really bad attacks. Expecting to get zombies. Wow. Opponent's just like mad whiffing here. What's the basic count? I have no idea. No idea how many basics the deck plays. They have 2 mountains. I imagine there's like at least 1 swamp somewhere. They cycle this discarding a bridge, then we can get them. What do I block here? Signature Supplier mills them through and it dies, but do I care about them milling anything? Not really. What am I waiting for, you Henny? Don't click through.
I mean, a couple of Vengevines would be scary. Too.
I can also red. Yeah, we need like we have answers to 1 Vengevine.
But I don't think you really care.
Oh, you're gonna go check their basic count? Yeah, sure. I would guess 3. I think like double mountain, single swamp would make sense, or something like that. Maybe like double mountain, double swamp.
Maybe if you block it and you make them mill a swamp, that would be so good.
That would be gas. I could also just kill the Gravecrawler. They could cast again next turn, but
It
means
matters.
I gain like 4 life essentially. Yeah, I don't think my decision matters a lot here. We're pretty far ahead right now. Usually 1 of each. They got double mountain here. Although, are you looking at, did you see a Gargadon list or a Vasira Seer list? Because the opponent's playing Greater Gargadons. Oh, I didn't notice that they could play land this turn. So blocking the Great Power was a little bit worse. It dealt them 2 damage, though. Let's put in this Forge Tender. No use, like, hiding it. That's not a terrible draw.
Seems decent.
And it's gonna take a while, though. I want to get to 4 land. I almost, like, don't want to go score them anymore, but I also want to find out how many basics. Should I just, like, go score to this Blood Crypt and see what happens? If they fail to find Ghost Quarter again, if they don't, just cast a Ballista for 1. Yeah.
Never lucky.
Yeah. Never lucky, indeed. really start attacking yet. I think I just need to like kill off their Stitcher suppliers and stuff. Probably should have blocked the Stitcher supplier last turn. I just need to get them off the field eventually. They'll stop recurring Gravecrawler. If I kill enough of their zombies. So I just like I can prevent this from getting a zombie, right? By sacking Forge Tender.
Yeah.
Because the ability is if Bridge Flow, if there's an intervening F clause, if Bridge Flow blows in your graveyard. So we just sack this. Prevent all damage from their bridge from below. Get them. Oh, actually, no, I have to select the Insult in the NA. But it didn't make me select until after the ability resolved. So I think the ability would just fizzle if there was no red source I could choose there. 2 mountains is excessive. Yeah, they might be on 2 mountains because like they're on my Gargadon build versus the Viscera Seer builds, but I don't know. The deck is too new. I've never paid attention to the basic land count for it. I boarded an Eidolon, right? Pretty sure I did.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I we just have to block a Stitcher supplier at this point. We just need to get them off the board. I get to mill, but we have like another way to kill a bridge with this Ballista or this Thalia. Nothing useful. Best regards, 88. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what the opponent is. I imagine their basic land count isn't higher than 3. Or like fetch second basic swamp here. No. What are they doing here? Hard casting a flashback looting. Alright, that's a play. We might need to path that. Just gonna leave this on 2 for now. For emergency Thalia. Ooh. Or emergency that. I'll just keep sitting here, I guess.
I mean, do you just want to attack with Thalia?
And what? Crack their hanger back? Maybe.
I don't know if the doctors are more that
Why don't you just path the hanger back?
You could just path the hanger back. Find out if he has.
Oh yeah, find out if it's basic fire. I love.
Yes.
They already have 4 lands. Like Ghost Quarter's not even gonna do a lot if they don't. I might need to path a Vengevine here. Nope. Opponent's just missing. Also, opponent boarded in like 3 ingot chewers. I guess we did board in a bunch of artifacts, but usually we have like vials and that's it. That's not very scary. Path the hanger back. Yeah, we're gonna path the hanger back here. The land of the X1's the first striker scene. Yeah, Thalia's just cleaning my opponent's clock here. What? Seems like a weird not attack there, but okay. I'll just put in this Remorseful Cleric here. So I can like block and sack, kill their whole graveyard. Path this hanger back. Crush their hopes and dreams. We can like kill the I was gonna say we can kill like both the Stitcher suppliers and kill the Gravecrawler and then like sack the Remorseful Cleric or something, but opponent's just done. Man, the Hollowvine matchup is really good with this deck. Where did I put Hollowvine? Down here. Or Bridgevine. I keep forgetting. I keep calling it Hollowvine instead. But that was an old deck before they discovered that the best Hollow 1 deck was not playing Vengevines. And they just switched to, like, Black-Red Hollow 1. But they used to play, like... I think... Did they play Endless 1? I forget. as like a hangerback / walking ballista number 9 through 12 or whatever. The deck was like really bad.
Sounds like it.
I'm a monster. Why am I a monster? You Henny? What have I done? Stop it. He's already. Yeah, we just had the whole thing there. All right. Path your only creature that mattered. Put in Remorseful Cleric, exile your entire graveyard. That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a name that my opponent has. Sounds really bad if my opponent's on humans. Last seen Hollow One 4 days ago. Sounds good against Hollow One. Not if we get Burning Inquiry. Discard all my lands, draw 3 non-lands. That's fine. Set up this file. Just gotta work on that Jeskai Sledge blue-white matchup. Thoughts so far? Again, seems fine. But I just died to Jeskai twice so far, and now we're playing as Hollow One. Nothing I'm majorly scared of. I do think that, like, maybe we don't have to go all in on the Bugler. Like, 15 Bugler hits in the graveyard might not be necessary. We could play, like, Gideons if you want to, like, try to leverage the blue-white matchup. Or, again, I suggest, like, Surgical if you were considering playing Fairy Macabre. Might want to just keep, like, a one-lander with Flame-Blade Adept and nothing else. Ambitious. Wait, did they, like, F6 through their turn? So there's that pause there? I don't know. Well, now we're just going to play Thalia and ruin their life. Next turn we get, like, Arbiter Path this. Yeah, nice castable spells. Yeah, I mean, you want the hits for Vial too, but, like, normal Death and Taxes lists do fine with some Gideons in the board and still playing 4 Aether Vials, right? We don't have to warp it to the... Especially, like, the Hangerback Walkers. Could Hangerback Walker just be a Gideon and still be fine in the deck? Like, probably, because it's not good with Vial, obviously. It's good with... It's better with Militia Bugler, but... Like, it's fine to, like, be playing Buglers and warp the deck towards Bugler and not, like, completely veering off course. Just going, alright, we just need to play, like, 28 creatures, and on the sideboard just needs to be a bunch of creatures that get Buglers. If you want to die to Mardu. I don't know if the Mardu matchup's that bad. I've never played against Mardu with the mono-white version. And I've never played against blue-white. Just played against Jeskai twice, which is, I imagine, worse than blue-white. Because Lightning Bolt's always a really annoying card to play against with these decks. Oh yeah, my opponent's in. I wish we had drawn Ghost Quarter right there. Just so I can demolish my opponent's existence. I just, like, play Bugler here. I don't even need to Arbiter Path this yet. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna cast Bugler. I just want to kill my opponent. Too bad we can't Bugle into Ghost Quarter. Metamorph, Thalia, Skyfisher. Skyfisher for more Buglers? I mean, Metamorph for more Buglers. I like Skyfisher. I can also just Violent Skyfisher now. Blue-white is better, they go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many issues I'm actually having. Like, a sample size of 2 against Jeskai is not a huge amount, right? I played exactly 2 leagues with this deck, so... Come on, draw a fetch land. I do think the Boggles matchup's probably still horrendous, but that's, like, not a matchup that I ever really take into account that much. Did I just double block this? What are we gonna do? Cycle a Street Wraith, kill my Leonin Arbiter? Cycle. They're done. Alright, cool. That hand that they kept seemed really bad, but maybe that's just me. Alright, Forge Tender is great. Remorseful Cleric is probably okay. Orc Champions, great. I wonder if Relic Order is worth it. Exile's exactly hollow ones, probably not. Hangerback I could see. What sucks in this matchup? I've never liked Arbiter in this matchup. Skyfisher feels slow. Something like that. Hangerback seems fine. It makes a lot of chump blockers. They do kind of turn grindier sometimes.
Take a Fiend Hunter for a Hangerback.
Fiend Hunter's really good against Hollow. All they have is like dudes, especially
Yeah, okay.
recursive dudes. Hollow ones like they just like drop 4/4s on you all day.
Yeah. I think your deck is fine then.
Yeah, I could board an Hangerback. I could cut something, but I'm just run it back. I'm tired. It's late. It's like 11:10. Yeah, gas. Double Thalia is not gas, but maybe he'll bolt the first one. Play some Skyrim. That game literally never dies. I still can't believe that they actually that the Skyrim for Alexa was not a meme. Oh god, opponent going off. How many hollow ones are we gonna see on turn 1? 0. Fuck yeah. All they have is a Bloodghast to show for that. Fucking deal. Just guy is better since their mana base is greedier. I don't know. Modern decks is traditionally not great at actually attacking the opponent's mana too much. Like Ghost Quarter is not a good card for attacking your opponent's mana unless you're in conjunction with Arbiter. Double Tech Edge is nice sometimes, but pretty niche. What you got, opponent? Discard 2 Bloodghasts, play land. Discard no Bloodghasts, play land. Deal. You should play Thalia next turn. They might have a big delve threat. In which case we probably just need to path it instead. Yeah. Although I could just like Fiend Hunter it. Thalia, take 5, Fiend Hunter. Thalia probably disrupts them a little bit better.
Yeah, since they're getting probably Faithless next week.
Yeah. They could like and if they like bolt this Thalia, get in for 7 or whatever, then we just have another Thalia on file. I was playing turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Thalia, turn 3 Leon and Ghost Quarter. Yeah, that's the best feeling. Yeah, the issue was the Jeskai deck we played against. This is what we wanted to happen exactly. The Jeskai deck we played against had a lot of ways to generate card advantage with Sphinx's Revenant and Ancestral Vision. Alright. So I just Fiend Hunter plus Thalia. Yeah, opponent's Jeskai deck was definitely like not the norm. It was like the psychotic Wafotapa version of Jeskai. Which is like, oh, we don't need win cons when we just play more removal spells and drawing cards.
Social comments.
Can I attack? I can attack. I can attack with this Thalia. Cryptic, Snapcaster, Electrolyze, all real hard cards from D&D to be. Yeah, I mean, Cryptic a little bit less. Cryptic is really good as the game goes longer, but it's sometimes can get really clunky if you're playing a good tempo game, but I agree. Electrolyze is not at its best against this specific D&T deck, because you're not playing Wisps. Usually it's just like, oh, you get Wisp Thalia Electrolyze for 4 mana, and you just lose the game on the spot. Leave up Path plus Bugle activation here. Yeah, I figured they were going to kill his Feet Hunter. Path the big fish. If they attack with Blood Gas, we can just block it with the Bugle. 4 mana, flashback, Faithful Saluting. Feels good. What you got, opponent? They pitched a Tassiger? So they have like another Delve. They have kept like Hollow One or another Delve Thread as their last card or something like that. Go off. I'm gonna concede. They are incredibly dead. Oh jeez, they're so dead. So is Bugler better than Flickerwurst? I'm not sure yet. This is a Death and Cat Mix version that's like all in on Bugler, so you really minimize the amount of like 3+ power creatures you play. So you have like less combat tricks with the Vial to like save stuff, but you just have more generic card advantage. Eh. Alright, cool. Got him. Yeah, the black-red decks matchups seem pretty good. Hollow One, Bridgevine, all that nonsense. Alright, was this like 3-2 again? Statically 60% win rate. Let me play you in the song of my people. We for sure bugled some people today. Where's the list?
Yeah, I bugled that guy.
Yeah, I think we like. Oh, we bugled.
You
against
bugled
the hollow.
like one of the Jessica guys, but then he killed you anyways.
Yeah. So what is the difference between this? I could buy like playing Eldrazi Displacers instead of these like weird clunky 4-drops. Be playing Bugle Boy and Band Devoted Company. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. Don't quite remember how many hits on in that deck, because I know you're playing like Cord and Companies and stuff. You just want to make sure you have a good number of hits. Yeah, it was a good run. We died to like Jessica twice, but I didn't feel like the matchup was like terrible. The Wafo Tapu version probably a terrible matchup. The first time we almost won game 1, and then we got completely railed by never drawing a third land game 2, if I recall correctly.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm not gonna like draw any conclusions of like, oh, this guy's horrible because we died twice, but never boarded in Relic Order. Is that true? No, Tron. We boarded against Tron, and then never cast it. But yeah, I'm just not sure. Like, basically, we don't necessarily need to. I'm not sure if we need to be all in on the Buglers. Yeah, 28 is a very good number. What's your land count? Because like lands, Cords, and Companies, and like paths, it's like a decent chunk of cards. But as long as it's, I think it's if it's around 23 or 24, I think it's like over 80%. Or is it like 21? I don't remember the math. There's a Frank Carson article that was written about these top 4 cards. Anyway, like we could cut hangerbacks for Gideons or something to try and leverage the Blue-White X matchups if they are bad. Like, theorizing. The sideboard just doesn't need to be 15 creatures, I don't think. No paths in 75? That seems insane. But I don't know. I don't play Devoted Company. They just like don't need the spot removal. Or like Stonies, if you're dying to like KCI or Affinity or Hardened Scales Affinity or something. This deck probably doesn't need Rest in Peace though, because the graveyard decks, or at least most of them, are probably still really good matchups. I imagine Dredge isn't excellent, but no one has an excellent Dredge matchup. You stall is completely relying on how much graveyard hit you're playing afterwards. Anyway, yeah, I guess those are mostly my thoughts on the deck. These slots feel a little bit funky. I'm not really sure what they want to be. But I like most of the other cards in the deck. Skyfishers seem nice as like having a couple in the deck. They have good synergies with like Vial and Bugler and stuff. Could see like maybe more Blade Splicers. Blade Splicers is just a really good card. But it's worse because there's no Flicker Wisp. Again, I kind of just like feel like you could be a normal Death and Tax this deck. Like, what if we just played 4 Flicker Wisps? Like, this was the deck. Would that be like... Oh, no, then we're only playing 2 Blade Splicers. We'd be playing, like, more Blade Splicers if we wanted that. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. I've only played this deck for 2 leagues, so... Death and Catmix has GM'd it probably like 100 times more than I have. So I'm just thinking out loud. Being the devil's advocate and all that helps for the creative thought process. Anyway, that's probably enough for tonight. Let's see if anyone's streaming anything cool. Legacy streamers. Enchantress. Legacy humans. What's going on here? Mother of Runes, Knight of the Reliquary, Palace Jailer, Orzhov Pontiff, Noble Hierarch.
Oh. Orzhov Pontiff. What a card.
I mean, if you're playing 5-color humans in Legacy, I'd probably be playing an Orzhov Pontiff. Real good against D&T that they're playing against here.
How would you see not playing that card?
Wait, they're playing Swords of Plowshares in their 5-color humans deck? That seems really greedy. I can't even read what this last card is, though. I thought there'd be like 5-color humans mana base, but it looks like they might not even be 5-color humans. That might just be like junk humans.
Well, the 4th color makes sense, but why would you play red?
I don't know. Like, Modern only plays it for Mantis Rider, so you probably play 4-color humans and like see and get away with it. I'll post the deck was in Discord. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'm not intimately familiar with the inner machinations of company decks. So anyway, we'll host this guy playing some weird ass humans deck. As long as the host button is working, yeah, it looks like it's fine. It wasn't working yesterday. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up the stream. Hope you guys had a good time. Things you can do to support the channel: follow, subscribe, donate. Follows help you know I'm going live. Costs really nothing. Help other people find my content. Subscriptions get you a Sweet Thali emote and a Thraben themed sub badge while you're talking in the channel. Donations, I'm more than happy to take a look at a Death and Taxes list you want to see, run it through a league, all that stuff. Feel free to say whatever you want, Henny. I'm not done giving my whatever end of stream speech. You can also subscribe on YouTube or follow me on Twitter. YouTube, I just post the streams after they go live. And Twitter, I just tweet out when I'm going live. Oh, there we go. Thanks for the 10 bits, Henny. You are now #1 on the weekly bit board. Thanks for the dime. Anyway, that'll be it for today. Tomorrow we'll be playing Black White Eldrazi Taxes, probably, because that's what we usually do Wednesday. Also, because it's just, I have a lot of fun playing the deck when we're not playing as Mardu. So, anyway, see you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.